Hello everybody, this is Moshe, the Electric Israeli. In today's topic, I'm gonna babble a little bit about something that's been on my mind for the past year or so, and that is the compromises that one has to make when you buy an electric car, or plug-in hybrid cars and what have you. First of all, just to get it right up front, no matter what car you buy, you're making a compromise. I'm not in the business of talking about gasoline cars, because that's not what my channel is about, but no matter what car you buy, you're making some kind of a compromise. When I had a big Ford Explorer, it was very nice, it was very big, but it was a gas guzzler. That's a compromise I made. I knew for what I need, this is the price I have to make. So you can make an argument for everything, but let's put that aside, it doesn't matter. Question is, what are the compromises you make for buying electric cars or plug-in hybrid cars? So those of you who follow my channel know I had a Ford Fusion Energy. Right now I have the Nissan Leaf, the Chevy Volt, and I just got for my son the Toyota RAV4 hybrid. That's not electric or plug-in, so I'm going to put it on the side for now, even though I can say a word or two about it later. So what are the compromises? First of all, don't let anybody fool you. When people say electric car is just like a regular car, it's just not true. It's false. Electric car is a different kind of animal. It's a different kind of mindset, and there are a lot of things that you don't think twice when you drive a gasoline car that you have to consider when you drive an electric car. Now, you get used to it very quickly and you don't think about it too much, but there's certain limitations. So most electric cars today, and I'm talking about pure electrics, not most, all of electric cars, pure electric cars today, have limitations, by the way, including the Tesla. Don't let the 250-mile range fool you. You can do a lot of things with 250 miles on a daily basis for sure, but when you come to long trips, there are certain routes you can go. Things get much better every single day, and it will be a non-issue, but not right now, in the near future. And I'm talking about Tesla, which has a mindset of having freedom to drive wherever you want. So you can drive with a Tesla wherever you want, but there are limitations. There are certain places that you cannot reach in the middle of the country that you will be able to reach with a regular car. So in certain places it's not going to work for you. Now, I have driven a Tesla, test drove it, beautiful car, luxury, beautiful, amazing. You can say what any superlative would be correct. It has a compromise. Even if it has all the possibilities to drive wherever you want, it has limitations. It's low. The back seat is not comfortable for adults at all. It's not comfortable. I have a good friend who decided not to buy that car. He has the means to buy it because it's just not comfortable for adults, and he's a businessman who's driving with adults all the time. So because of the aerodynamic and the shape of the car, it's not comfortable. The feet, the way the feet sits on the floor because of the battery, they're high. Look, is it a bad car? No, it's a wonderful car. It's terrific. I wish I had it. But what I'm trying to tell you, in order for it to be what it is, it has to be shaped in a way that it's going to infringe on the interior, or the storage, or the front, it doesn't matter. There's always going to be something that is a compromise to achieve something else. I'm not saying it's a negative, I'm saying it as a matter of fact. Take my Nissan Leaf. Wonderful, I love it. My favorite car of all time. I cannot go far away with it. I know what it is that I can do with it. I now have over 15,000 miles, so obviously I drive it a lot, but it's within the 35 miles range, meaning 35 back and forth, either way. So does it serve my needs? Yes, 99% of my needs. But can I go with it on cross country? No, I cannot do that, because that's not what it meant to be. So that's a huge compromise. Other than that, it's a wonderful car. It's so roomy, it's great. I love it. It's wonderful. Take the Fusion Energy I had. Love it. Okay, it's only 20 miles. In the winter, it's barely 15 miles. Before you sneeze, you're on gasoline. There's no room in the trunk whatsoever. You can put like 2 bags maybe. Very little room or no room in the trunk, because there's a huge battery sits in the back. That's a huge compromise. It's not a family car. And after 2 years that I had it, I just couldn't, it was not functionable, and I just traded it in. The Volt is a amazing invention, because it really captures everything you want. You have the freedom to drive wherever you want, and you have huge amount of electric range. 60 miles, 50 miles is a long range. You will do 98% of it, of what you need with those miles on a daily basis, and yet you can go. But there's a huge compromise. It's very tiny in the back. There are only 4 seats. There's a 5th seat belt, but you don't want to sit there. The configuration are such that it fits certain things in certain situation, but it's not a family sedan, quote unquote. It has a nice trunk. You can put stuff in the trunk. That's true, but adults cannot sit in the back. Only children can, comfortably. And I'm talking about comfortably. The gas ride, you heard me say it many times, is not so pleasant, because it yells and screams all the time. So there is no question that that electric cars and plug-in hybrid cars, because of the batteries, especially plug-in hybrids, because you have to accommodate a battery and an exhaust system, which is a huge deal, have a long way to go. And I think the tiebreaker will be when the United States, as a country, will decide that this is the only way to go. And rapid chargers, I'm not talking about 240 volt chargers. Those if you park overnight, that's good. But rapid chargers, and the uniformity of rapid chargers, that they're all the same plug. It's like with phones, that every phone has a different plug, and that's not helping anybody. But that will be something that the country wants to do, and you can find it. You can find rapid chargers all around the country, like you do with gas cars. You have gas stations everywhere. You never ever going to get stuck. And when that happens, that's when the other compromises will take place. You can make a comfortable car with a bigger size battery, and you can accommodate a lot of things, knowing that you can go places and plug and charge in 20 minutes or less, or maximum half hour. So I think it's a great start. Those of us who own plug-in hybrids and pure electric cars know that we are knowingly know our limitations. There's certain things that we can do and certain things that we cannot do, including the Tesla. There's certain things you cannot do. Still, you cannot do that when you have a gasoline car. You don't even think twice about it. So it's a great start, but there's a long road ahead of us, but the future is bright. One word about hybrid cars, the one that I have in any hybrid cars, the only compromise that has is the size of the battery, that it does reduce the size of the trunk. Depends which car it is, obviously depends which car it is, and depends what are your needs, but that is the first thing that goes, is the size of the storage in the back, and maybe the seats, the back seats, and the feet, and the high floor. It's not a big deal, but it is an issue. It is an issue that, if you accept it, depends on your need, it's not a big deal, but because you can drive it wherever you want, and it's basically a car that gives you a very good gas mileage. That's all. A hybrid car is a regular car with much better gas mileage. That's the essence of it. It doesn't go pure electric, even for, maybe if you go down the hill. That's it. So that's what the biggest advantage is, just a very fuel efficient car. So these are my thoughts. I wonder what are your thoughts. Please share the box below, and please subscribe to my channel, please, 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 and help me and help us change the world one electric car at a time. Great weekend, everybody.